In this video, we'll be discussing 10 keys to the breakup bounce back. Hello family, I'm Charmaine.
And I'm Jomo.
And in this video, we'll be discussing 10 keys to the breakup bounce back.
Okay, so.
You act like you really like this breakup bounce back thing.
Well, I think that we have to have a certain mentality that an individual is not our life.
That's good.
You know,
now if I break up with you and you trying to bounce back, I want you to go through some things.
Grieve?
I want you to hurt a little bit. I don't want you to just be bouncing back just...
Well, I think it would take me a little longer to bounce back because
I'm special.
Because, I think there's an investment of time.
Absolutely.
And
right.
When you invest that much time of your life into a person or a relationship, it's rational that you should have a grieving process, a process of you just the feeling the loss and the separation. So that's normal.
So I'm glad that you mentioned that because number one from the 10 keys to the breakup bounce back.
Give yourself time.
Give yourself some time.
Give yourself time. One thing you need to do is not throw yourself into another relationship.
Right. Give yourself time to heal, time to process what happened, some things that you could have done better in the relationship. It's very much dependent on how long the relationship was too. Because if the relationship was only 3 months, you probably bounce back pretty fast.
Correct.
But if the relationship was a couple of years, then you invested some time. So it's going to take time.
The recommendation is for every year if it's marriage, and some are acting like they're married, but neither here nor there. For every year of the relationship, you should spend 1 month separate. So for example, you're in a 10-year relationship.
Right.
At least give yourself 10 months just to be solo.
Right.
Oftentimes what we do is we jump into something new to dull the pain, to numb ourselves, for us to feel what the feeling is.
Right.
Process yourself through, get healed, get whole before you even think about it.
Right.
Okay, number two.
Number two.
Get the emotions out.
Get the emotions out. It's okay and healthy to have emotions when it comes to a breakup.
One good way to get the emotions out is to write.
That's good.
Write
and
everything.
It's a healthy way to do it.
Correct. I heard a great story that if you're really angry at a person, they said go to the beach and write how you feel about them in the sand. You got it out, but at the same time, the water washes it away. Yeah. And sometimes we have to allow ourselves to process it and get everything out.
Right.
Unpack it. All your feelings, all your emotions. And I don't think it's a bad thing to get wise counsel, good people.
I was going to say, surround yourself with a group of support. You have a good support system. If you have some godly girlfriends that you can hang out with and find a new hobby or healthy ways to spend your time, that's always good. Because you want to get the emotions out, but you don't want to wallow in it either.
Correct. Number three, stop blaming yourself. Now, to be clear, you have a role to play.
Right.
Okay, but you don't have all of it to play. And so we have to understand, Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned, meaning none of us perfect. We all had a role to play.
Do you think in that sense, and I do believe a lot of a high percentage of the time is two people, but do you think if the other person was doing what they felt they needed to do and there was not good communication and they were cheated on, it would be a lot for them to take away as far as things that they could have done better? So if they were cheated on, for example, if I was communicating to you, hey babe, is everything okay? Are we good? And you're saying we're good.
But I'm cheating on you.
But you're cheating on me.
Correct.
And then you break up with me.
Okay.
After I find out that you're cheating on me.
Correct.
I wouldn't know how I would like take away anything from that.
That's valid.
And I mean, it doesn't have to always be male versus female.
Correct,
it could be the female cheating on the male as well.
I think you do the best you can.
Right.
Just because you do everything right does not mean the relationship's going to work out.
Right.
It means you need two willing, submitted people.
And it could have been things that I could have been doing wrong, but they never communicated that.
The other thing
so then it's like you never knew.
We often don't articulate what we may need.
Right.
I know that I had some friends who wanted their wife to be more freaky.
In the bed.
In the bedroom. And, basically everything was normal, which is not a bad thing, okay? But he had been conditioned to a little wilder shit. Okay, there it is. So with that being said, he could never see his wife that way.
Because she was a good girl.
Yeah. She was the good girl, but he wanted to have sex with the bad girl. So this is where we have to find, they want to, what they say, a freak in the sheets. And a
lady on the streets.
There it is, something like that.
A freak in the sheets.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just messed
The
up
gist of it is, most want a combination.
Right.
I've seen recently a lot of high profile men, married, doing good, falling into sin. And I was telling Charmaine yesterday, I said, babe, these guys are smart guys. Okay, these are not dummies. You don't get to this level of success in life and be a dummy. Okay, I said, but there's something missing in the relationship that leads them to want to go to the Instagram chick, or the Snapchat chick, or the shaking booty chick. There's something. So I think most need a combination of a little bit of everything.
I wanted to bring that up because I know it's a lot of situations out there like that where the woman might be saying, oh, I don't really feel like I did anything wrong. He cheated on me. Or the male could be saying, she cheated on me. I found out I thought I was doing everything right. We were going out, we were doing date nights. I was complimenting her. I feel like I was communicating on a higher level than I would normally communicate. I asked her how everything's doing. She said fine, but then I catch her texting her coworker inappropriately or something like that. So I wanted to bring that up because a lot of times we say, oh, well, I don't feel like I had any faults. I think if you find out that they're cheating, and you don't feel like you did anything wrong, still search yourself.
Absolutely.
And just make sure that there's nothing that you could have done better. And if you feel like at the end of the day you didn't do anything wrong, maybe she wasn't the right person for you. And then you have to just find peace in that.
Correct. And I think a great way to find out what a person wants is to give them a day, meaning whatever their name is, a John day or a Susie day.
You're talking about if they're dating?
Yes, and just try to get a read of what the person likes. Because sometimes we think sometimes we compromise so much that we never really express what we really want.
Well, what we normally do and what we all tend to do is love people the way we want to be loved versus the way they want to be loved.
Exactly.
So if you give them their own day, you're finding out how they want to be loved versus how you want to love them.
Correct.
It's so much easier to love somebody when you appreciate flowers, so then you give them flowers, but they're looking at you like, I really don't like flowers.
Correct.
I would have rather gone out and had a beautiful dinner on a beach or something.
So it goes back to expectations.
Exactly.
Okay, number 4.
Right, number 4.
Distance yourself from the source of the hurt.
Now, this is interesting because you find a lot of couples that live together for a long period of time. You do the breakup, and then the other person is still living with you. So you can't even get away so you can heal properly because they're in your face all the time.
Correct.
You have to distance yourself in order to heal properly. I mean, you can't even mourn the loss of the relationship.
Every time you see them, you want to punch
them. You hear the shower running in the morning, and you hear them making their coffee in the morning.
And don't mess around and be talking to somebody else while they still.
Or bring somebody at the house to go on a date after you guys broke up. That's so,
Yeah. Number 5, it's okay to be angry, but you have to let it go. You're going to be angry, but you have to learn to let it go.
Right.
Because if not, it will consume you.
Yeah. And it becomes a weight.
Of course.
So you have to forgive them for you.
Okay.
You have to forgive them for you.
Number 6, don't stoop to their level. Just because they did it don't mean you should do it. I know we like to get that spirit.
He cheated on me? Let me show him.
I'm going to get with his friend.
Oh.
Don't stoop to their level.
Right.
Number 7, focus on the positives.
Focus on the positives.
You knew there was something wrong there. Maybe God was trying to help you.
Right. You didn't waste any more time with this person knowing that they weren't your forever person.
Correct. Number 8, focus on yourself. Do you, boo?
Do you, boo?
Do you, boo? and what happens oftentimes in relationships.
Self-love.
Yeah, oftentimes in relationships, we stop focusing on ourselves and we give all our energy to our partner. Mm-hmm. And this is the time to find yourself.
You forget who you are. And
Correct.
you get lost in the relationship trying to please the other person.
Correct. Number 9, don't give up on love because someone gave up on you.
That's good.
Don't give up on love. I mean, I think that love's a choice and we should choose a person we want to walk with.
And they have to choose you and
Yes.
choose you to walk with as well.
And there is no one. There's just better ones.
Yes.
Okay? Meaning there is, I'm looking for the one. There is no one. We have free choice.
That's right.
So we have to find the best one for what we're going after in life. Mm-hmm. And lastly,
love yourself enough to know that you deserve the best.
Now, we talked about this for a hot second, okay?
We went. I was like, everybody deserves the best.
And I said, no, they don't.
No, Jomo said, no, they don't.
And what I mean, example, there's 32 teams in the NFL.
Okay.
All 32 believe they deserve to win the Super Bowl, but only one does.
Right.
So you have to manage your expectations. I hear too many people saying, he need to be like this and he need to be like that.
He need to have muscles and he need to have a good regimen. He need to be disciplined.
Do you have muscles? Do you have muscles? Is your body tight? Are your teeth straight? I know mine ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But my premise is make sure that you have realistic expectations.
I had a dude recently talk to me about, his future wife need to have good teeth. And I'm telling you, the brother had so much plaque buildup.
It's like butter. You can take a...
It's like...
So...
And I'm like, she need to have straight teeth, but you got plaque buildup all in between your teeth. What are you talking about?
And I think we have to be mindful. You deserve to find someone who wants to walk with you. And you also made a great point too. You get the energy you put out. Yeah.
So like if you're putting out trash, that's what you're gonna attract.
Why do you expect I need the best? Okay.
But you're not putting out the
What are you
best.
talking about? Are you in the gym every day? How's your diet?
Or the best attitude.
How's your money? How's your job?
Are you disciplined?
Correct. Will a man want you?
Right.
If you say you want this man to be, tall, dark, and handsome, with good teeth and good credit.
And good credit and a good job.
Yeah.
And he needs to have a nice car. And you don't have me down myself.
Yeah, and you don't have any of your stuff lined up. How's all your stuff lined? I mean, my point is, have balance.
Right.
Don't expect this and you not putting out this. This attract that. Mm-hmm.
He said, mm-hmm.
My 2 cents. All right. We hope this helps somebody. All right.
Remember,
love, laugh, and learn.